A lie destroyed the engagement, but the truth would ruin an entire family. Minutes before the wedding reception began, Victoria stood in the corner of the hall, staring at the woman who had once been her sister and was now something far worse. Ella laughed loudly with guests, pretending nothing was wrong. Pretending her life had not been built on betrayal. Pretending the truth wouldn't hit her like a storm before the night ended. Months earlier, everything had seemed calm. Victoria had just gotten engaged to Daniel, the man she loved deeply. Their families were thrilled, at least. That was what Victoria believed. Her mother smiled at her, but her eyes always shifted toward Ella, as if keeping score. Ella, the older sister, had always expected to be the first to marry. In their family, a treasured engagement ring was passed down for many generations. It always went to the first daughter to marry, no matter who was older. Ella had dreamed of that ring since childhood. So when Daniel placed it on Emily's finger, Ella's smile froze. Their mother squeezed Ella's hand and whispered, "Don't worry. Some things can still change." Victoria never heard that sentence. She only felt her mother's hugs getting colder.
What happens next will truly shock you. Get ready, because this story is packed with secrets and betrayals you won't see coming. We love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and tell us where you're watching from. And for more intense tales of justice and revenge, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. Now, let's claim this midnight story.
2 weeks before the wedding, Daniel arrived at Emily's apartment looking shaken. "We need to talk," he said quietly. I got a message about you." He handed her his phone. Anonymous messages filled the screen. They accused her of cheating, stealing money, lying about her past. Fake screenshots showed conversations she never had. Fake bank transfers. Even old photos edited to make her look guilty. "Daniel, I swear none of this is real," she whispered, trembling. "I want to believe you," he said, "but the evidence, it looks real." He ended the engagement 2 days later. Words spread fast. Daniel's parents stopped speaking to her. Neighbors whispered. Victoria cried until she could barely breathe. Ella, suddenly supportive, visited her every day. "Maybe he wasn't the one," she would say sweetly. "Maybe this is a blessing, Em." But her words felt sharp. Too sharp. Then came the strange things. Victoria found her phone missing for a night, then discovered it tossed into her laundry. Her emails were being accessed from unknown devices. She received a bouquet of dead flowers at her door with a note. "A broken engagement is only the beginning." One evening, one of Ella's old friends secretly pulled Victoria aside. "Ella bragged about taking Daniel away from you. She said you don't deserve the ring or the spotlight." Victoria felt cold spread through her body. Her own sister? Jealousy she could understand. But this? Then an anonymous email arrived. "Ask your sister about the blue USB." Emily's hands shook as she read it. During a family dinner a few days later, she slipped into Ella's room. She checked drawers, boxes, shelves, then saw something odd. A small blue USB taped under the vanity drawer. She took it and hid in her room. Inside the USB were the answers she feared. There were folders filled with fake screenshots drafted step by step. A voice editing app where Ella practiced Emily's voice, saying flirtatious messages. Old photos Ella had edited to make Victoria look guilty. Notes like, "Send this to Daniel on Friday night." And, worst of all, a recording. Ella's voice filled the room. "Victoria always gets things without trying. But that ring? No, that ring is mine. If she wants a wedding, she'll have to fight for it. And she won't win." Another recording followed. Their mother's voice. "You deserve that ring, Ella. You have always been the better daughter. Do what you must. She'll recover. You're the one we must protect." Victoria felt like she couldn't breathe. Her mother had helped sabotage her engagement. But Victoria didn't confront them. Not yet. She waited. She planned. She watched Ella announce her own engagement to Jacob with a glowing smile. Ella believed she had won. Victoria played along, even helping with wedding preparations while hiding her disgust. On the night before Ella's wedding, Victoria received a text from Jacob's number. "Stay away tomorrow. You will regret coming." But when she called back, Jacob answered, confused. "I didn't send anything," he said. Ella was trying to scare her away. That was when Victoria decided this would end in front of everyone. The wedding day came. The ceremony was beautiful. Ella looked perfect in white, smiling proudly as guests applauded. But Victoria knew the truth beneath that smile. At the reception, just as Ella prepared for her first dance, Victoria stepped onto the small stage and took the microphone. "Good evening," she said calmly. "Before this celebration continues, there is something both families must know." Ella froze. "Emily, what are you doing?" Victoria didn't answer. She connected the USB to the projector. The screen lit up. "We're about to see how a wedding was stolen," Victoria said. "And by who?" The first images appeared, drafts of the fake screenshots Ella created. Guests whispered loudly. Jacob frowned deeply. Then came the audio recordings. Ella's voice filled the hall. "If Victoria gets married first, I'll lose the ring. I deserve it more than she ever will." People gasped. Their mother's voice came next. "You're the better daughter. Do what you must." The room exploded with shock. Ella stumbled forward. "This is taken out of context." "Emily, stop." Jacob turned to her slowly. "Is any of this true?" Ella shook her head wildly, but Victoria played the voicemail Ella rehearsed, the one meant to frame her. Ella collapsed into a chair, sobbing. "Emily, please, please stop." Victoria looked at her, calm but unbroken. "You destroyed my engagement because you wanted a ring. You lied, manipulated, and humiliated me. And our mother helped you." Their father stood up suddenly, face burning with rage. "You, both of you knew? You helped her," he said to his wife. She stuttered. "I thought it would be harmless. I only wanted." "You wanted to crush your own daughter," he said sharply. "I am ashamed." Jacob removed his wedding ring and placed it on the table. "I can't marry you, Ella. I didn't know you were this cruel." His family gathered their things and left the hall in disgust. Guests whispered as Ella tried to chase after them, but tripped on her dress, cameras flashing, people filming. The father walked to Victoria and placed a small velvet box in her hand. "This ring," he said, voice heavy, "belonged to the daughter who upheld our family's honor. It is yours." Ella screamed, "No, that ring is mine." Victoria looked at her calmly. "You lost it the moment you chose jealousy over love." Ella fell to her knees, crying as her father turned away from her. "You are disowned," he said. "Leave this hall. And do not come back to my house." Her mother reached for him desperately, but he pulled his hand away. "Your punishment is simple," he said coldly. "You no longer speak for this family." Victoria walked out of the hall slowly, her head lifted high, the family ring shining softly in her hand. She didn't smile. She didn't brag. She only whispered. The truth always finds its way. Behind her, Ella's cries echoed, a reminder that jealousy can steal many things, but it always destroys the thief in the end.